What are you guys waiting for in the back? Get on my flow right now and show me your strongest beats.
I have no idea who I want to do first. Maybe I'll roll dice.
Target's broken loose. Vector, 3 o'clock. 026 on position. We're pushing him that way. 30 meters. Get ready to intercept him. His anticipation is perfect. Was the op compromised? No. He's read our tech tactics before we even move. He knows us. Outland infiltration. A turncoat from inside.
Those aren't standard rounds. More like some mania contamination. He's manipulating the ambient contamination in the ruins. Clearing paths, stealing rounds. It's too fluid. The signature isn't sinner-derived. If this reading's right, it's likely some underground sorcery. But why is his movement pattern?
An undergrounder! This is bad. The ninth agency is exposed! All units, listen up! The target could be from the underground, capable of sorcery-based contamination manipulation. Ambient contamination is his weapon. Non-mania combat units, do not engage solo. I repeat, do not engage solo. This is extreme risk. It's underground sorcery! Thorn! Fall back! You're getting yourself killed!
No, it's one of those underground bastards. I'm not letting him slip through. How many more male characters are gonna show up? Because I'm gonna keep giving a deeper voice for each new one. It belongs to him. Why do you have it? Did you kill him? Did you kill Rust? You son of a bitch! Chief! The openings are too obvious. Ugh. As brave and reckless as ever. Who are you? Let's go! Hello, Chief. You look well. Much better than before. It's good to see. Alright, let's get this over with. What do you want me to explain? BR005? Mania contamination? Underground sorcery? I hope I haven't caused you too much trouble. Wouldn't want to cut into your downtime. What should I call you? Suspect, spy, underground madman? Pick one. Colleagues have been very polite about it. I'm asking for your name. What do people call you? Friends, family, enemies? What do you call yourself? I want to know your real name. Not everyone has a name, Chief. Not everyone has someone who remembers them. So call me whatever you like. I'd be honored. Oh, I'm sick and tired of fucking men like you insist we give you their name. Is that so? Then I'll call you Rust. How's that? A bit rough around the edges, isn't it? I was hoping for something more dashing. It came to me as soon as I saw you. I think it fits. A low-level informant recruited by the Ninth Agency. The records are surprisingly thorough. I'm impressed. Intelligence operations continued until November of NF-113. Right around the time the High Tower Black Ring erupted in the West District. Then he went dark. He must be dead by now. Are you grieving for him? There's no need for that, Chief. This was the Ninth Agency's failing. For assets like this, everything is strictly compartmentalized. Even if they die, word wouldn't and shouldn't reach your ears. Well, I already know. And I want to know more. Thorn gave this to me. He cared a great deal about his partner. He's never come to terms with it being a cold case. Spent the last 2 years digging for answers, and for whoever's really responsible. And calling me by that name would only make things worse, wouldn't it? That agent Thorn is convinced I killed his partner, that Russ died at the hands of an undergrounder. Me. To have his comrade's life taken, and then his name stolen by the same person. It'll be devastating. Doesn't matter. What Thorn needs is the truth. The truth about what happened to Rust. If you're feeling charitable and don't want to upset him, then tell me everything. I'll pass it along. I'd give him some peace. You're asking an undergrounder for the truth. But you're not an undergrounder. Corruptors, puppets, humanoid monsters like Parma. My shackles have touched them all. That sickening sensation is something I'll never forget. But you're nothing like them. You're a sinner, with a unique constitution that lets you operate inside a black ring. It's why my shackles can stay within you. Perhaps you simply haven't met enough of my kind. That may be true, but I've never met an undergrounder who couldn't bear to hurt a human. Even with Thorn's gun in your face, you refused to harm him. You even went out of your way to protect him in secret, right there in the heart of the contamination. Thorn was convinced that you killed Rust because he recognized something of Rust's on you. I don't see a problem if I draw a different conclusion from the same clue. That's a rather unconventional line of reasoning, Chief. Shouldn't you be presenting me with scientific evidence? Since you have the autopsy report, you should also have access to Rust's biological data from the time of his death. Even better if the Ninth Agency still has his physical examination records from recruitment. Compare all of it to me as I am now and you'll find, from a purely biological standpoint, Rust and I are two entirely different individuals. We don't even share a blood relation. Still not convinced? Then let's discuss something else. An agent of his caliber must have left behind a few connections. Wouldn't you say? Informants, friends, enemies, and that partner of his so eager to avenge him. You could always invite them here to identify me in person. Let's see who else, besides you, would ever accept that I've simply inherited Rust's identity. Though if you do go through with it, I'd need your protection. Can't have that partner charging at me again. Alright, it seems you're holding on to other compelling evidence, Chief. To be this certain in your identification. You're right, there are gaps I can't explain. I've never seen his face, never known his whereabouts. When I checked with the Ninth Agency, they admitted their star agent preferred to work alone. No one knew the details. Rust left no trail, so when new questions came up, I had no choice but to ask you. Bullets and rifle butts can't fake a death. Whoever brought me to the Drifter camp in NF-112 must have used some kind of mania sorcery. And in NF-113, while I was out, I was moved around more than once. By his hand. And then there's you. I know the person in this world who understands Rust best isn't Thorn, isn't Langley, isn't anyone from Rustfire. It can only be you. As for why, you're going to tell me. Who told you that? Wanna know? Then let's trade answers. I mean you no harm, and Rust was once a comrade I trusted. If the truth is what I suspect, then honesty helps us both. But the more you dodge and hide, the more you look guilty. And once my suspicion latches onto someone, it tends to become a headache for them. No matter how many times you change your face, your voice, your identity, no matter how well you hide, you won't shake me until I get a satisfying answer. Then it seems I have no choice but to tell you everything. Nice. BRO03's playing. Fuck yeah, I fucking love this song. Judging by your reaction, you've seen something like this before. This is what happens when a human fuses deeply with a black ring, complete with its curse and its blessing. The ability I gained is simple enough. Bodies are merely vessels I change at will, and I can always transfer my consciousness through the black ring. Whenever a body is destroyed beyond repair, when it dies, my consciousness returns to the black ring. It waits until the ring connects to a suitable replacement. Say when someone is infected with mania and their mind collapses, but their body had yet to twist into a corruptor. My drifting consciousness seeps through, claims that hollow, ownerless shell as my own, and is reborn in another body. Sound familiar? Alright, phase 2 doesn't play. How sad. Yes, that Parma underground. That Parma. The undergrounder who gave you quite some trouble used a similar trick. You might ask the Ninth Agency how many times they had to kill him before he finally stayed dead. So that explains why he looks different come Euphoria. Even though we seemingly saw him die, and then he's back in Euphoria, and I was willing to accept it. Keep going. The rust in your reports is at least the third body I've used. It seems to have belonged to a fallen Ninth Agency agent, likely Thorn's actual partner when he was alive. I grew rather fond of it. Convenient, and it came with a wealth of useful knowledge and skills. When it was destroyed in NF-113, I was genuinely reluctant to let it go. Come to think of it, before I claimed that body, could he have been one of those dear Rustfire comrades you still think about? There we are. You shouldn't be so quick to count me among your own, Chief. My ties to the underground run far deeper than you realize. Then tell me everything. There's no point in being vague with a timeline. If you are truly using Rust's body, then at the very least we can confirm one thing. The person killed by the undergrounders at BR002 was you. So what exactly do you mean by your ties with them? When did you enter Rust's body? What triggered it? Who were you before that? And what have you done since becoming Rust? Don't try to dodge by unsettling me. Answer me. Tell me the truth. I've given you quite enough intel. Now it's your turn to answer a few little questions of mine. Who I am now bears no resemblance to Rust. Before my candid confession, there should have been no clues, no evidence, no one who could have connected me to him, except you. So steadfast in your conviction, completely unmoved. Why? Chief, why are you so certain that I am Rust? Just a guess. Those who know me would say I can be confident, unreasonably so sometimes. Now it's your turn to be evasive. No matter. Just as you seem to have a knack for seeing through me, I'll study you just as closely. I'll uncover everything you wish to hide. The shackles. I failed to account for them during the manhunt a few days ago. That's how I ended up in your hands. But now that I think about it, the look on your face when you caught me was rather interesting. In that moment, did you see anything through the shackles? It's come this far already. It seems your shackles have grown considerably since we last met 2 years ago. You've personally entered and destroyed 2 black rings since then, haven't you? Did you devour them just like before? BR005 and BR002? Or did you take them all? Did Edge not stop you? Or perhaps I should put it this way. After such a feast, how have you changed? Who exactly is Shie now? The chief of Minos, or the shackles of Mania? Please tell me the truth. Rust received interrogation training. He can spot a lie. Don't try to deceive me. Otherwise, no matter how powerful your shackles may be, I might just do something drastic and hurt you at any cost. There's no need for you to worry. Even cautious as they are, Edge isn't concerned about my shackles. That should tell you they have it under control. And threatening me won't work. If you could so easily hurt someone, you wouldn't have been caught and brought here. Your actions are far more honest than your words, Mr. Many-Faced Agent. When it comes to you, I'd rather trust my instincts. And my instincts tell me there's no need to treat you as an enemy, or a prisoner. We didn't have to speak like this. Tell me about yourself, what you've been through, what you're fighting for, and what weighs on you now, and why you keep hiding the truth from us. If you're not the Agent Rust I thought you were, then tell me your real name. I want to hear it from you. You're not going to use your shackles to see for yourself. You clearly have the power. The power to pry into someone's secrets. I don't know if I even have that. And even if I did, I wouldn't use it lightly. Besides, if you really are Rust as I hope you are, then you're my friend. I won't do that to a friend. We always hold back with the shackles. It'd be interesting to one day see the full chief just go all out. Considering how lovable most of the sinners we encounter tend to be, though I doubt that'll ever happen. My apologies, Chief. That was an ill-timed jest. I'm glad to see you haven't changed. Still the most defendable friend a sinner could ask for. As for the matter of rust, perhaps we could save that for another time. That little scuffle took more out of me than I'd care to admit. I'm afraid this body of mine is at its limit. Shameful, I know that even I have my frailties. After all, you've already placed your shackles on me. The interrogation can resume whenever you wish. Before that, I have one last question. You're the Rust I know, right? If seeing me reminds you of him, then by all means, use that name. It was only ever a spy's temporary code name, but to be remembered by you, I'm sure that Rust would be pleased. Of course. Lavina? Nice. Good to know everyone here's still the same, apparently. New around here, aren't you? What's your name? Been at the Drifter camp before? Thorn. Don't think I've heard that one. He just started. Never mind. Something about how you talk reminds me of my old friends at Rustfire. Must be my imagination. Is she talking about Dawn? Or us? Hey, it's Samuel. Matilda's managing it. It's fine. Someone from decontamination is looking for you. You should go. I'll keep an eye here. A Rustfire intelligence operative. Rust. Sound familiar, Samuel? Nice. In the autumn of Belep 113, he supplied us with a great deal of intelligence. Without any single piece of it, we likely couldn't have extracted you from the High Tower Black Ring. But I only officially rejoined the organization after the Black Ring fell. Before that, I never had direct contact with him. It wasn't until we compiled the list of the Fallen that I even learned his code name. Fake ID, fake ID, fake ID. How fake? Seriously, you spent years here and couldn't make one real friend. Not a single person you could be honest with. All those people who still ask about you, who still care. What they're missing is just a character, performance, charming lines, rehearsed sincerity, all to play with their feelings. And these? Didn't the Ninth Agency approve a budget for you? How do you still owe people money? A field agent's budget only covers the basics. I did some research. If you want to build a reliable informant network using money, the real trick is to reverse the dynamic. You see, people are far more motivated to chase down a debt than to collect payment. Financial ties, it turns out, bind tighter than sentiment. You sound like someone from Whitestone. Quite the achievement, single-handedly tanking the Ninth Agency's reputation. That said, I do believe you have a far greater talent for this work than I ever did. We sure do, actually. You were the one who spread the word to bring Samuel back, weren't you, Chief? Laid a neat little trap, then swept in just in time to save the day. I'll admit it was well done, but why go through all the trouble? You've already put your shackles on me. Could have tracked me up and picked me up any time. I was actually curious why you waited so long to come find me. I just wanted to see what interesting moves you'd make on your own. This place you picked is probably the busiest shop on the street, right? Strong reputation, heavy foot traffic. Been here 7 years. Prime informant material. Not on Rustfire's list, so the owner isn't one of theirs. You developed him yourself back when you were with the Ninth Agency. Must know more about you than most. I'll go have a word with the owner later. Already checked the kitchen. The old owner's gone. All new staff. He was in poor health whenever we met. I'd bring him the specific medication he needed. Even if his body survived the High Tower Black Ring, he wouldn't have lasted 2 years without his meds after Ross died. He was an interesting man. Bottom-rung syndicant, but proud. If I tried to trade medicine for information outright, it would have wounded his pride. He'd have slowly shut me out. If I borrowed 500 from him first and said, "Can't pay you back yet, take this medicine as interest," whenever he came to collect, he'd grumble and curse, but he'd take it. He even slipped me extra food now and then, treating me like the broke fool I was pretending to be. And while we were chatting about this and that, I coaxed out quite a bit of intelligence. If you cooperate when we go back to the bureau, I might even keep ordering takeout for you. Please spare me. I've told you everything I can. The rest, let's call it privacy, shall we? I've nothing against you personally, Chief, but given how much Edge values you, who knows what they put in you? I'd rather not have an audience listening in. The one who loved these was Rust of the Ninth Agency. That body is gone. This is a new vessel. So time to develop new tastes. See? Duty call. An urgent dispatch from the Ninth Agency, I presume. There's still time. Why not take a walk with me, Chief? These streets are where Rust once lived. You want to find out the man he was? This is the place to do it. Wow. This song's sick. Nah. Been a while since we saw this background. Okay, wow, the undergrounders are genuinely just fanatics. They're end of the world accelerationists. They sure did. Oh, the memories with you. Oh hey, it's our sis. When will she wear clothes? Oh, right. I just remembered another character. Oh, who also died but is still alive. Because we fucking killed her. More? Yeah, damn, they're actually all just crazy. This is the main villain group. They're so one-dimensionally evil. And now we have further proof that they are genuinely just one-dimensionally evil. They're zero-dimensionally evil. Bep, bep, bep. Bai? That actually makes a lot of sense and answers a lot of questions about her. Does that mean Zoya's also blessed by... Her last name is Black Cat. What the fuck? So Langley has the bullet mark on Rust permanently. Yikes. He does. He fucking he fucking meets Hypatia while still wrapped in bandages because he was literally just in the hospital. It's a little sad. Who the hell's this emo looking guy? Or girl? Nice. So they're fellow underground traders, eh? He did the same thing he always does to us. Hilarious. Very cool. I love him so much, guys. Holy shit. When I first saw him in the teasers, the only impression I had was that he was a hottie. It's one of those the struggles of being immortal trope story, and it's a trope I enjoy very much. So I'm always bound to love it. Although I have to admit there is a kind of a... What's the word for it? It's Genshin. Genshin has a lot of immortals and I've never particularly been fond of any of them. Mostly because they all tell the exact same story. Genshin likes doing that. Which is really frustrating. And I won't say... the stories of Path to Nowhere aren't repeated sometimes. There's multiple events that are just about Sinner who hates reality and wants to put it all in an illusion, and then the chief tells them no, that's wrong. LL Serpent. Where is Serpent? And a few others. Maybe Ying. I don't think Ying counts. And the interrogations all have some repeating things as well, but whenever they repeat it, it's never always just the exact same. There's always it's always a different flavor at the very least. And it's always to propel the overarching theme Path to Nowhere has, which is all about, you know, survival and going through difficulties with a smile or whatever.
Nightmare also put on the new gear. It seems to like it a lot.
Nightmare can wear things. That's important. That's important information. Like Serpent's escapism is purely about. Serpent's escapism story is all about her dissatisfaction with her own circumstances. LL's story is all about Serpent's form of escapism is more about not hatred for her circumstances, although there's definitely that as well. That's like the prevailing theme in all of in any escapism story. That's literally what Deltarune's all about. Can't get away from escapism without talking about Deltarune these days, unfortunately. But hers is more about just wanting to live. It's for her. It's a way to experience things she normally wouldn't be able to because of her disability. Where Serpent is all about her escapism is from her hatred of reality and wanting to share that in that hatred, wallowing with other people. In this case, I'm not sure. I mean, I guess we have confirmation that Moore is an immortal as well, technically. There's an entire cast of sinners that are technically immortal, but they can't count for the immortal trope. I don't know, I think this is the first time Path to Nowhere tackles the concept of immortality and its struggles. Because I can't think of any character that's immortal in this list. Damn, that's a lot of Shackle vibes. People who've lived an unreasonably long time and will continue to do so.
I've got an idea. Before we go out to the pool, why don't we make some snow cones with these fruits? They'll be perfect for relieving summer heat.